The Lascaux Caves. The aim of this lesson is for students to evaluate and show an understanding of prehistoric art by looking at the caves at Lascaux. Here is a list of some helpful YouTube videos to help enhance your knowledge for this lesson. Let's first look at the history of the Lascaux Caves. The Lascaux Caves were discovered by 4 teenagers in September of 1940 while they were exploring the woods near their home in Montignac, France. The caves contain over 600 paintings and thousands of engravings, dating back to the Upper Paleolithic period, approximately 17,000 years ago. Want to keep up to date with educational videos such as these? Hit that like and subscribe buttons. The paintings were made using natural pigments, such as iron oxide and manganese oxide, mixed with water and applied to the rock surfaces using brushes made from animal hair. The paintings depict a range of animals, including horses, bison, deer, bears, and birds, as well as abstract shapes and symbols. The caves were open to the public for several decades, but were closed in 1963 due to the damaging effects of carbon dioxide, humidity, and other environmental factors on the paintings. A replica of the Lascaux Caves, known as Lascaux II, was opened to the public in 1983, and a second replica, Lascaux IV, opened in 2016, featuring a state-of-the-art digital projection system. The Lascaux Caves were added to the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1979, recognizing their cultural and historical importance. The paintings in the Lascaux Caves have been studied extensively by archaeologists, anthropologists, and art historians, and have contributed greatly to our understanding of prehistoric art and culture. Examples of artworks found at Lascaux. The Hall of Bulls. The Hall of Bulls contains some of the most famous prehistoric paintings in the world. It was named after the large bull images that dominate the space and measures approximately 20 meters in length. It is filled with images of various animals, including bulls, horses, stags, and aurochs. The paintings were created using mineral pigments such as ochre, mixed with various binders to make them stick to the cave walls. The bulls in the paintings are particularly striking, as they are rendered in great detail and with a sense of movement and vitality. The bulls are depicted with muscular bodies and impressive horns, and some of them are shown in profile, while others are shown head-on. One of the most impressive aspects of the Hall of Bulls is the way in which the prehistoric artists made use of the natural contours of the cave walls to give the animals a sense of depth and dimensional. For example, the bulls in the paintings appear to be standing on a sloping surface, with their legs and hooves depicted at different angles to suggest a three-dimensional space. The Axial Gallery. The Axial Gallery is a section of the Lascaux Caves, located in the southwestern part of the complex. It is a long, narrow corridor that leads to the nave, and it contains some of the most striking and elaborate prehistoric paintings in the entire cave system. It is approximately 30 meters in length and is divided into several distinct sections, each of which features its own unique array of paintings. The paintings in the gallery include a mix of animals and abstract designs, with many of the images featuring a combination of both. One of the most notable features of the Axial Gallery is the sheer number of paintings that adorn its walls. The gallery is packed with images of horses, deer, bison, aurochs, and other animals, many of which are depicted with incredible detail and realism. Another notable feature of the Axial Gallery is the use of color in the paintings. Many of the images are painted in shades of brown and black, with occasional splashes of red and yellow. The Nave. The Nave is a large open chamber in the Lascaux Cave system that is located beyond the Axial Gallery. It is one of the most expansive areas in the cave complex, measuring approximately 18 meters in length and 7 meters in height. The nave is characterized by its high ceilings, which are covered in stalactites and other formations created by dripping water. The chamber is also notable for the numerous prehistoric paintings that adorn its walls, which include a variety of animals, geometric designs, and other abstract forms. One of the most striking features of the nave is a painting known as the Great Black Bull. This image depicts a large, muscular bull, and it is one of the most famous images in the entire Lascaux Cave system. The Great Black Bull is depicted with incredible detail and realism, and it is a testament to the skill and artistry of the prehistoric artists who created it. Other notable paintings in the nave include a series of horses, a group of reindeer. Many of these images are rendered in shades of brown and black, and they make use of the natural contours of the cave walls to create a sense of depth and dimensionality. In addition to the paintings, the nave also contains a number of engravings, which were created by carving lines and shapes into the cave walls. These engravings include abstract designs as well as depictions of animals, and they provide valuable insight into the artistic traditions of prehistoric peoples. The apse. The apse is a small circular chamber located at the end of the nave in the Lascaux Cave system. The apse is characterized by its high ceilings and intricate rock formations, which are covered in prehistoric paintings and engraving. The paintings in the apse include a variety of animals such as horses, bison, and reindeer, as well as a series of abstract designs that have yet to be fully understood. One of the most notable features of the apse is a painting known as the crossed bison. Notable paintings in the apse include a series of horses, a group of ibexes, and a large abstract wells. The shaft of the dead man. The shaft of the dead man is a narrow vertical passage located in the Lascaux Cave system, which leads to a small chamber known as the Chamber of Felines. The shaft is named after a painting of a human figure that appears to be falling or diving down the passage, which is thought to represent a deceased shaman or another figure of religious importance. The shaft of the dead man is notable for its steep incline, which makes it difficult to navigate. At the bottom of the shaft, visitors enter the Chamber of Felines, which is characterized by its low ceilings and jagged rock formations. The shaft of the dead man and the Chamber of Felines are thought to have held significant religious or spiritual importance to the prehistoric peoples who created them. The Chamber of Felines. The Chamber of Felines is a small room in the caves, which is so named because it contains a number of paintings and engravings of felines, including lions, panthers, and leopards. The paintings in the Chamber of Felines are remarkable for their naturalistic and expressive quality, capturing the movement, grace, and power of the animals in vivid detail. The felines are depicted in a variety of poses and settings, from hunting and stalking to sleeping and grooming. The Chamber of Felines is situated in the deeper and more remote section of the Lascaux Caves, which are believed to have been reserved for special ritual purposes. Some scholars have suggested that the paintings in the chamber may have served as totemic or shamanistic symbols, representing the spiritual power and authority of the feline as a sacred animal. I hope you now know a little more about prehistoric art and the Lascaux Caves. Look out for our next prehistoric art lesson, which will focus on the Venus von Willendorf.
A+ Art Resources is a Teachers Pay Teachers store with a variety of resources for teaching visual arts, creative arts, and English in South African schools. See the store link in the description. Remember to like and subscribe.